Hello to all of my Leos. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, Leos. Okay. Sorry, Leos. I've been doing so many readings. I'm sort of starting to get a little tongue tied and but thank you so much for being here on your Star Spot channel. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me to show my channel some love. And I'm sending so much love right back to you. So we're going to get into a reading just to see what comes out, okay? I'm going to start your reading off with a number just to see if I can tap into the house that you're vibrating in at this time, okay? All right. And this is for January 2023 through February 2023. So the number 4, okay? So you may be vibrating in the fourth house energy at this time. So Leo, I kind of feel like there with the fourth house represents your mother and your father, like your roots, and your domestic life and family. So that could be your main focus in January and February, like looking back at your roots, looking back at, the relationship you have with your parents, whether it's good or bad. I just kind of see you kind of reflecting upon that. Maybe you're very grateful for the kind of parents you have. Maybe you're very grateful for your siblings, if you do have siblings. Even if your parents are still here or not here, it doesn't matter. I feel like an energy of gratitude. You're just grateful for like your childhood, what you experienced. I feel like nothing was perfect, but you did have those moments where you're looking back like, you know what? I'm so grateful I experienced certain things and my parents were there for me or something like that. Okay. All right. So these cards that I have, these are tarot cards. These are oracle cards. They're actually from the same maker. So these are angels and ancestors tarot cards, and these are angels and ancestors oracle cards. So I'll be finishing up the reading with this, but we'll be pulling these to see what comes out for you, Leo. All right. So let's see. And then some of you all, you're just making peace with your parents. Whether you had a good relationship with them or not, you're just making peace with the situation. The Moon card, it says, listen to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. So there may be some things that maybe you forgot about your childhood. It could be pertaining to your parents, or maybe there were some hidden things pertaining to your parents. But it does look like you were worrying about it, kind of worried about, maybe you're worried about your parents. They may be up in age or something like that. So you're just concerned about things. You may feel like they're keeping something from you at this time, and you just want to know that they are okay. You will do anything to make sure they are okay. And this could just be your intuition telling you, sometimes parents, they'll keep things between each other. They don't want to worry their kids. And so this just may be your intuition kind of, telling you some things. So you may be spending some more time with your parents around January or February of 2023. You have the Knight of Wands here, passionate, confident, charismatic, restless. Events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts. Stay focused. A passionate relationship. So I feel like you have a lot on your plate, Leo. That's kind of what I feel. I feel like you may be dealing with things from your past. This could be pertaining to your parents. Maybe they already moved on, passed on, transition, or maybe they haven't. Either way, I feel like you're dealing with some things like your roots, getting back to your roots. But I also feel like you're trying to have other things in your life move forward and progress. So I feel like you're dealing with a number of situations at this time. You have the Four of Pentacles here. It says, managing your resources wisely. Extremes in how you give and receive money, time, and emotions. Smart business decisions. Seeing things as black and white. Being charitable. So I feel like, you know what, Leo, you may have a few people in your life who feel like you're kind of stingy, or you're selective in who you give to. And everyone's situation is different. So I feel like it's some people who feel like they almost feel entitled to what you have, or that you're supposed to do something for them. And then you have other people who feel like you're not doing something just because you're selfish or something like that. But I feel like you're in some sort of energy where you're managing your resources wisely because you want to have enough. And this could have something to do with your parents. Maybe you're taking care of your parents. Maybe you're the sole provider for your parents to make sure that they have a comfortable life in their older years. But you also may be investing into some other things that people don't know about. And so they just almost expect for you to give to them. So they may be looking at you as being sort of stingy because you're not. I feel like you're trying to live within your budget, or stay. If it's like a work budget, people on the job may feel like you're turning something down just out of spite, when you may just be trying to stay within your budget at this time. You're trying to make smart business decisions, and you're doing everything in black and white, sort of by the book. Wise counselor. Unity with a spiritually minded community. Ask the divine to help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. So you may be getting some sort of like an expert involved. You may be going to a spiritual expert or somebody who is religious, just to try to get some sort of understanding. I also feel like you may be even going to like an accountant or a financial advisor. um I just kind of feel like you're doing something that you're trying to make sure all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. That's what I feel. You may be dealing with a Aries, a Taurus, or a Capricorn at this time. Queen of Swords here. Brilliant, experienced, harmonious. Okay. Judgmental, um, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. Seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on career, divorce, or unmarried individuals. So some of you all are not married, or some of you all are divorced. And you just kind of feel like, you've been getting through things in a very smart way. You've been strategizing through your life. You may have a great sense of humor. You may make people laugh, but people feel like you're judgmental. Like you just judge people kind of in a harsh way, or judge them unfairly. And I do feel like there are some people who look at that connected to why you do not give to certain people. They feel like you're very judgmental of them, and that's the root cause of why you're not giving to someone. It has nothing to do with you don't have it or you're staying within budget. They just kind of feel like you're being spiteful in some way. This could be an ex, or this could be someone again who this may even be job related, where someone feels like you're not sharing the wealth out of spite. You may be incorporating, like talking to your mom, talking to your dad, talking to some elders, or getting some sort of wise counsel about what you can do. I feel like you do want to do something, but you don't want to do it in a public way or something. I don't know. You have the Three of Swords here. Great sadness that will heal with time. Let go of the past. Personal growth that comes from challenges. Healing misunderstandings. Being there for those in need. Again, so right now, Leo, if you've been in the energy where you can help someone and you've just chosen not to, maybe it's because maybe your excuse was you're trying to stay in budget, and you in your budget and you don't have it. When in reality you do. Maybe people are calling you out as being judgmental. I feel like they feel like the way you've done something is brilliant, because on paper I kind of feel like it does look like it's not enough, but secretly, you do have enough to give. Um, and I feel like this may be career based in some areas. But I feel like this is rooted in sadness, and maybe someone who you could help, you're just choosing not to help because they really broke your heart in some ways. This may be in the past. This could be an ex. This could be someone who, I don't know, it could be an ex-employee or just, I don't know, whether it's someone in your community. But it's time for healing. It's time for the healing of misunderstandings. And it says, be there for those in need. So this is a time for you to be there for the people in need. And I do feel like you're going to change your energy in some way and kind of run. It's almost like you're running to someone's rescue. Now that you're changing your energy or something. Maybe your parents are encouraging you to do this. You are a fixed sign, Leo, so fixed signs are usually the ones that's hard to move. Once they get their mind made up about something, it's almost impossible to change that. Taurus are also fixed signs. So are Scorpio. So that's kind of, in that energy. So are Aquarius. So those zodiac signs may be significant. You have the Page of Pentacles here, scholarly. Scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous. Time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. A new era of study. So some of you all are investing into school. Some of you all are investing into learning something new. And you just kind of want to make sure, sorry about that. You want to make sure that you have enough to go around. You want to make sure that you have enough for a rainy day. But I feel like you've accumulated a lot of finances or savings or wealth or something, and someone around you, maybe this could be a family member that's aware of that, and they kind of feel like you're just being stingy. You may give to charitable organizations. And someone may be aware of this, like, oh, you give to this charity, but you won't give to people, or you give money to this charity or that organization, but you won't give to someone else. It's like that kind of energy that I'm seeing with this, because someone feels like you're doing something to be spiteful because you have a bad past, a bad history with someone. But I see your energy changing in some way. It's been hard for people to change your mind. And I feel like you have a great sense of humor, and people like being around you. You like the spotlight. Most Leos do. And so I feel like people enjoy being around you, but sometimes you can be a little overwhelming with your judgmental ways or your judgmental point of view. So I feel like you have someone either in your family or in your community that feel like you're harshly judging them or doing something out of spite, like you could help them, but you're choosing not to. So you may say, oh, I'm giving to this organization or giving to that foundation or something like that, but I'm not giving to this person. And people are starting to notice that, where you're investing your money. It's really, honestly, Leo, unless it's business money, it's really no one's business. Even if it's personal, it's really no one's business. You're going to do what you want to do anyway. But I do feel like someone just kind of, they're kind of talking to you about the root cause of a decision you're making or why you're doing something. You have the Two of Swords here. Being unable or willing to make a decision. Follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy. Pretending there's no problem. Overanalyzing a situation. So at this time, Leo, you may be pretending to be happy with the decision that you made, when deep down inside you kind of don't even like that you're refusing to help somebody. You may feel like you are doing something out of spite, and it doesn't, like, when you're alone, you may not like that part of yourself, and that's a shadow side. We all have shadow sides. So I kind of feel like there's an area of your life, Leo, where you've been unable to make a decision because of the past. It's almost like your heart is challenging your mind, and your mind is challenging your heart, or something like that. And it's just, you are in some sort of energy where you're trying to figure out, are you doing something to make other people happy, or are you doing it because it's the right thing to do? I feel like you're at some sort of crossroads, and this could be why you're trying to seek wise counsel, like you're trying to get some sort of input from someone. This could be from the elders in your family. It could be from your own parents. It could be from someone in the community, like someone, some sort of expert. It could even be, it could be an accountant. It could be a religious leader. But I kind of feel like you want to get to the root cause of what you should do, or why you're doing something, why you're withholding something back. I feel like you questioned someone's loyalty in the past. I feel like you really questioned someone's loyalty. And that played a role in you not wanting to do something for them. The High Priestess, this could be a Pisces, where you sort of question their loyalty, or like you may be realizing that you're very judgmental. It could be a Cancer as well, or it could be an air sign. But it says, meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust your wisdom. Trust the wisdom you'll receive. So you're going to figure this out. Leo, you are going to figure this out. You're going to look below the surface. You may have released someone who you felt like was no benefit to you or no longer serve you. You may be seeing the humor in a situation with this. You may be choosing to focus on your career opposed to focusing on a situation with someone. But I feel like you're being told to either revisit this, like the real meaning of why you are doing something, or you're choosing not to do something. It's like you're being told to look under the surface. With the Moon card and the High Priestess, that's a lot of looking below the surface, looking at the true meaning of your emotions. Why are you making a choice? Because I feel like somebody is pointing this out to you. And I feel like some of this is rooted in hurt, though. Unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation. Sleepless nights, refocus your thoughts. So this could be the reason why you're refusing to do something for someone, even though you have the means to do it. It could be that you have sort of worked your mind up, your thoughts up in a tizzy. It's almost as if you're worrying about stuff you shouldn't even be worried about. Maybe someone broke your heart, but it's time for a healing. And it's time for you to heal some sort of misunderstandings and be there for people in their need, those who are in need. So I do see you changing direction, and kind of, I feel like, Leo, sometimes you may make situations out to be worse than what they are. And I feel like someone is telling you to look deeper at the root cause of why you are making some sort of choice. What got you to this point to where you're thinking a certain way? Because I feel like 90% of this, and I'm saying 90% because I see this 9 here, it's in your mind that someone betrayed you, or or someone just they weren't loyal or something. I feel like 90% of that is truly in your mind. And you sort of attracted negative energy by constantly worrying about stuff you don't have to worry about. So I see you finding a way to move through this, dealing with it in a very brave way, and looking at things below the surface to resolve a matter. Let's see. The Empress, time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. So Leo, it looks like you may be investing into some things where you feel like it's going to help you turn around. This is where I see someone may have called you selfish. Someone feels like you kind of only think of yourself, and you're deliberately holding something back because you want to keep everything for yourself or for only the people. It's, I feel like I feel like you do give to charities. Leo, you probably be mad at me for saying this, but I feel like you get, like, the charities that you give to, it makes you look good. It makes you it makes you look like you're an empress. And I feel like this is what someone is discussing with you. Like, what's your real reason for giving to this charity or something? Are you doing it because it makes you look good? This could just be someone in your family who's down and out, who you give a lot to, while you sort of turn your back on another family member because you feel betrayed by them. But I feel like there wasn't a real betrayal, though. It's more in your mind. Maybe this person said something that rubbed you the wrong way, and you just kind of internalized it instead of working through it, instead of working through the misunderstanding. That's what I feel. So I feel like you overcompensate with someone else. But it makes you look good being connected to them or what you give to them. Whereas you've completely turned your back on someone else. You've cut ties with them because you feel betrayed by them. But again, that betrayal is more mental than actual. So, let's see. The Sun card. This is your energy, Leo. This is the Sun card represent you. A time of great joy, success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. So you are going to have some level of success. Something is going to work out well for you. And again, I feel like you're getting some sort of wise counsel. Someone, I feel like you're moving people out of the way who are emotionally involved, and you're going to someone who does not have any sort of emotional involvement to you or to any of the parties. And so I feel like you're going to have some level of success due to a choice that you've made. And I feel like they're going to help you make some sort of decision, and you're going to be happy with the outcome. I feel like you've been overanalyzing a situation, kind of thinking about it a little too much. And I feel like you're going to follow your heart rather than worrying about making everybody else happy, because maybe you were giving to someone because it made you look good publicly. So I feel like that made everyone happy, but you giving to someone else who you feel like they either, what did this card say? Healing misunderstandings or letting go of the past. In the past, you may have felt like somebody was dishonest or lacked loyalty or something to you. And I feel like it would not be popular or it wouldn't make you look good to help someone. This may be in your own family where this person may be a black sheep, and it may not look good for you to help them because the rest of the family is telling you not to do it. It feels good to help one person because you get a lot of accolades for helping that one person. The other person you won't. So I feel like you're being told to make some sort of decision, opposed to making sure everyone else is happy. You're being chose to make a decision to go with your heart. I feel like you're going to help someone who you feel like betrayed you, because the more you look deeper into it and under the surface, you're going to realize a lot of that betrayal was a mental thing. It wasn't someone betrayed you. They may have just spoke their mind, and maybe it didn't go along with what you thought it should be said or whatever. But I feel like you're going to work through this. So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards here and see what comes out for you, Leo. Let's pull some oracle cards and see what comes out. Communicate clearly. Yeah, I feel like communication will fix the situation. Perfect timing. Something is happening at the perfect time. There's something better. Yes, you've been investing into someone because it makes you look better. But do you know how good it will make you look to help someone who you don't even like, or someone who you feel like did you wrong? It's like the universe smile upon us, helping people who we perceived that did us wrong. But the deeper we do the groundwork and see that 90% of that was in our own mind, minds opposed to them actually doing us wrong, then that's when things start to change. So it's almost as if you're doing God's work in some way, Leo. I don't know what it is, because it's almost like you're helping someone who no one wants you to help. And you've gotten a lot of accolades for helping someone else, but it's like that is in question. Like, why, the root cause of why you're doing something is in question. And this may be by your own family, your own community, on your job or something. I don't know. All right, that's the end of your reading, Leo. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Show my channel some love. Sending love right back to you, and I will talk with you later.